be at 100%.
Guys, I kind of want Spirit in the grand final. I don't know.
Win over 30 games in a row or whatever the quote was.
I love the Vitality boys, but
they're probably going to have a little extra energy for
Spirit
this
was gone for a month.
match.
I would maybe doubt Vitality a little more
Here
if
we
they
go.
came in off that flight from Australia and showed us a hiccup in their opening games. But they have been playing excellently so far this week. And so it's just up to them to continue to do what they've done for 23 other games and stay a step ahead. 2 consecutive best
Dunk
of
already
5
down.
wins
Dunk the
as
first
well
one to
in
go
this
down to
head-to-head
Zaiwu.
prior to the game going live. A game that starts quickly with Zaiwu's name in the kill
But Dunk
feed.
didn't
2
go down
first
with nothing.
frags
Got a
towards
goose
top
on
middle.
Robs.
Bombs late to that party. And the other parties remaining for
triple
Spirit
kill already on
over
Zaiwu.
Palace. Now
Sorry,
bomb hits the
double kill.
ground. Dire straight for Spirit to
Wait, that
start
was
this
Robs, never
matchup.
mind.
Yeah, it's already a scary pistol
Oh
here
my
for
God.
Vitality. We had
I'm tweaking,
Zaiwu
bro.
miss a cat jump and then turn that into an instant, 2K.
What are we doing? What is Spirit
1 bullet
doing?
each kill. More headshots come in and everybody dies for Spirit. That is an easy round for Vitality.
Right,
Yo.
that's a good sign. 5 up, 5 down, smooth as need be.
Will Spirit force by?
Fist bumps
No
all
plant
around
usually
for
means no
Apex,
force buy.
captaining this ship towards greatness.
Alter.
And Zaiwu, the greatness himself, just 2
ice
taps
cold.
towards top middle for a comfortable pistol.
And that's one thing where even if Apex says,
my
I'm
God.
tired, we're tired, I'm feeling fried, I don't know if there's anybody who hates losing more
What
than him
a
right
team,
now.
bro.
Feels
Because
that way.
from every test, jump spotting back red on Nuke,
Flames
playing
defending A.
outside,
Sure.
I know,
Skills
like,
by.
just can't die,
Yeah.
but has no idea when he's going to be hurt. It's just such a different player.
Yep.
And,
MP9,
so
time for
refined.
Flames to
Yeah.
farm.
it's as if he's getting younger. It's kind of scary.
You know, like a nice French
Crazy
wine,
name.
only better with age. And, well, better with guns,
Wow.
as you'd anticipate.
Donk, Sahur.
The Glock
1v5.
kill from Donk. All that's looking likely here for Spirit. Nice dink on Apex,
Damn.
but he'll hold that
Consistently
line
the best
down.
player
Here we go.
for the team as well. It's
Full by Team Spirit.
weaker. Like, he really didn't have
First
a lot
real
of
round,
help in some
boys.
of those
Let's buckle up.
situations until Spinks came on. And now Spinks becomes an upgrade into Rops, and Flamesy comes in for Dupree, who was sort of he was a bet on the future, right? Maybe at the time.
All
it was
of
like
Team Spirit
Flamesy
towards
on
middle.
stage, we
Also,
don't know. Well,
I mean, I think a pickup of circumstance as well. His contract expiring with OG. It was sort of like if we don't get him, someone else will. And
Yeah.
Flamesy could have very well just
Vitality
as easily
full
been
passive.
weaponized against this
Giving up
Vitality
mid-control.
streak. So
Nobody
they seized
lurking.
the day, and maybe arguably one of the best things Zonic did right before he left.
Just a full stiff defense.
Saw
Yeah,
his
totally.
promise. There's a pickup here from
Chopper
Apex.
goes down
though, starting
first,
this
classic,
game off
but
strong.
16
His
HP
fourth
only
kill,
on
but
Apex.
so low in this
There it is.
situation.
There it
Death
is.
felt inevitable. Nice
Holy
double.
shit, it's such a
The fact
well-oiled
Donk
team,
ends
bro.
up
How they
picking
each
one up.
focused other
He
players.
gets dropped right thereafter, and anytime you can
So
get Donk
quick.
limited to 1 kill in a round is generally a
50
good round
seconds.
for Spirit's competitors. We go 3 versus 3 with a low ROP solo B hold. Allows for Mezzi to come double up alongside a very silent and sneaky looking Zaiwu.
it's actually a pretty cool spot for Zaiwu playing in this spot because they're up numbers. The time is actually ticking down.
Oh, God.
So he'll start to move out.
Oh,
And he
Magix.
gets punished. Very nice find here from Magix.
Metzi and
Damn well be a
CT.
key piece to the success against Vitality. He's gonna go running.
Nice.
Rops lets his guard down. Very late lurk from Zontix. Mezzi will know at worst. 1v2 right here.
No way.
Back turn, that's great.
Wah!
But insta response here from Shiro to
Show these
shut
headshots
down
right now.
sight. And so I think one of the key talking points prior to the game
Both
is talking
teams
about,
are locked.
Vitality are 5 years old, and they feel kind of new,
Right.
with some of the legacy orgs that are getting into the mix. But Spirit are here to stay.
Clean. They commit to that
So
boost for
free.
quite a while.
It's a great find because they have cat control.
Zontix
Flamesy
versus
gets
Flamesy.
exposed.
MP9,
Yeah.
wow,
He
wins.
holds off Palace at least. Good clean duel. Makes a drop. Plays the
What a
audio.
beast.
Comes back in for
Gets
more
dunked
damage.
down to
but
half
Donk and
HP as
Shiro
well.
headshots come through. And that
2v3 for
duo
Spirit.
is deadly so far in Copenhagen.
They did
Oh,
take
that
over the
feels
side
so
goal. Plant
big.
secured.
One half of it dead, so Shiro to Chopper is going to have to be how they pull off this post
Shy one
plant.
Chopper.
And we're going to get Rops testing the idea
Again,
of
no
moving around
kid.
towards CT spawn.
There has to be some
Curious
pace
to see
behind this.
whether Chopper wants to take the fight. He swings. That's on his own accord. Pushes this into the hands
24
of Shiro,
HP,
who
1v2.
we know can clutch. And it's currently still a separated retake. But Rops comes to join up with Mezzi. Both of them side by side on this approach.
Vitality
Rops
aware.
looking for the high rope.
Yeah.
And there, off of the top of stairs, he'll find his
Too
kill.
easy.
So Vitality lets Spirit take one, but then answer right back.
It's a nice
What a
sort of
fucking
reassess of the
team, bro.
situation there for Rops. He knows He's got
So many
Shiro
star
in a
players on
very
this
tough
team, bro.
spot when he gets choppered.
1.48
Here we
for
go.
Donk. Both the
False
two
buy
highest
was
rated
on.
players we've gotten so far. And I think that,
Now
you know,
Spirit
he
with the
goes under
false
the
buy.
radar, but don't sleep on Shiro. That's the fool's folly.
Donk.
He's the best sort of passive opper that we've got, and that is not a knock on his playstyle. It's exactly what Spirit were looking for when they picked him up in the first place. They used
Robin
that well,
wins.
but man, we don't even talk about Rops yet.
We've got limited pistols out here on the fields. A turn from Apex that's going to cost him. It was a big commitment to drop into underpass like that. Still a rifle out on the field.
Free.
The best gun now hits the ground. Zontic's done for. Bomb floating top.
So free.
Contact. Zywoo
Back into what's
Keep
popular
in mind, this is Spirit's
in the meta,
map pick.
where for a while it was like a lot of double connector setups.
Which means
and
two things.
In CS2,
Vitality
you can nade
got
the
to
connector
choose
smoke
which
and then
half
fight
side
it
to start
from
on.
A site, so
They feel
people
more
playing
comfortable
less
on
heavy
CT side.
towards
They want to
B
get
because
at
there are
least
more
7,
options for
maybe
the
8.
CT side. I can handle
But this
ladder
is
room by
Spirit's
myself.
map.
I can take lots of opportunities to fight playing on Cat. And that was like the first sort of very powerful spot that got popular on Mirage. As he right now is just by himself. It's an interesting spot because he's playing very carefully for
Everyone
himself. But
adapted to
Magic's obviously
Donk's
can't get
playstyle.
the bomb from here.
You're crazy, dog.
Just looking to save. Whoa. So kind of scary
You see
commitment.
Donk slipping
Dies
one
before
time, 3 and
That's the
5,
most
and you
important
drop a
part, I
comment
think,
like that.
here. And that'll
Hell
be
no.
Vitality
Might
up.
just
Chad, how many
wear
games
off.
did Vitality win in a row now? How
And
many
deserved.
series?
Not the roster that's going to get too big for their shoes.
Don't tell me
ahead
it's
of time.
23.
Oh.
23!
The moment, well, Robs is starting to peel back now.
Double
What?
flash setup.
And none of those come free
First
because
one
they don't
doesn't
participate in
blind off.
CCT and some bullshit.
No control to spray down as Mezzi holds the line on
23.
sight. So those two flashes do nothing.
What?
The two Desert Eagles, same story. Nothing found here for Spirit. It is domination out of the gate for the 5-1
That
lead.
is crazy. It's one of
Yeah,
the
we're
longest in
already pretty
history, right?
quickly through the first half of this game, and this is Spirit's
I
map
think that's
pick.
top 5 already. Correct me if I'm
So
wrong.
their feet-
The second
they're
longest
stained up
already?
No matter where they go.
No way. Who was the one that broke that streak recently as well? Was it? We had another team that
It's a very
broke it
exciting
recently,
day
Chat,
because
like
it's been a
half
long
a year
time
ago.
since we've had like a new.
That was FaZe? Oh my god,
We've
yeah,
been
FaZe
very
at the
privy
start of
to a
CS2.
fun. Anybody can kind
These
of
are
win
records
events,
that have been
and it's
held
always
for the
about who's
past,
gonna
like,
lift
10
the trophy
years.
this week. And then obviously extra emphasis on our
Vitality
legacy
now,
events, the
23
Colognes and
game
the
win
Catos
streak.
and the majors.
Number 1 far away. What is it? NIP with 80 or some bullshit?
But for any new viewers coming out of the
GG.
COVID era, nobody's actually seen an era.
And not just
NIP
that,
60
but
games in a
many
row.
people argue from the armchair that it's
no
not
way.
possible, and I don't even mean to discount that.
That's
like it's
crazy,
impossible to know. Just a
87?
lot of people,
Okay.
if you ask them, they'd say, "I don't think it's
Bro,
possible," and
sure.
that's like a very fair thing
That's never gonna get broken.
to
Never.
question because both the
Maybe
games
we'll
gotten
cook up
harder,
another
so,
Driller's roast and give it a shot,
makes
but
sense. It's harder to have
87,
one
that's-
team just be that much better than everyone else.
pretty decent, bro.
The Nips 87-0 streak happens in 2013. Part of that is because of that special confluence of a thinner field and such
What
a
an
good
era that must
roster
have been,
with
Chad. I'm
amazing
already
players
getting
who are still
tired
in
of
their
Vitality
prime.
winning every tournament.
But then there's also the
87 in a
inclusion
row.
of MR12,
So ahead of everyone else.
which in some ways threatens the competitive
That
integrity
is
of the game
nuts.
if people doubt its viability to be consistent.
Ooh, Apex clipped this time. He's been trying to get away with that. Nice turn from Flames.
Donk
He
only
rolls
1-for-1.
assists again. So active off this catwalk.
This should have been a way worse round already. Like the fact that he got away.
Mezzi, though, he ends up getting clipped by the
3 and 3
Opper.
equalized.
There's still 3 CTs here close to
35
mid.
seconds.
Floating around.
Chopper
despite
reroutes
Spirit
towards A,
maybe
that's
thinking
bomb.
that they've been given a little bit of grace. Sontics considering the thought of just testing this A site while all that action goes down on mid.
Zywoo just walking back and forth through CT, but you can see he's really cautious about the idea that alert has happened.
20 seconds, time running
Bit of
low.
uncertainty now confirmed
We
by
don't
the
have a smoke
utility.
for CT.
Zontic's not
Zywoo,
turning towards
free
Ticket,
fire.
despite Zywoo making this loud approach.
10
I thought maybe the
seconds.
steps would be heard. Zontic's
Bomb drop
offers up a
ramp.
chance for
Zontic's, you
Zywoo
need to
chop
get
down
that.
Chopper. Now we're talking 8 seconds.
We're
Good
going
kill
for
from
kills.
Zontic.
We're going
Oh,
for
he missed
kills.
it. Oh, he doesn't figure him out. And as he falls down, that's been heard.
I
But
don't know
you've
what
gone
just
ahead,
happened.
effectively stopping
Hattie
the
would
bomb
take a time
plant.
and
That's
he's
what
mad, I
Zywoo
know it.
does.
And after time.
Kills Chopper as he tries to get that bomb onto the site.
Zontic's
and Zontic
$300
just looks
died after
kind of
time.
headless in that
Oh
moment.
man, even that
Yikes.
shoulder
So
swing good at covering each other at the moment.
Spirits is
Nah,
head.
Apex just said it best.
Why no
Perfect
timeout?
poise.
Chopper 0-7.
Paramount to their level of consistency. They were using those better
We're
than
hitting
everyone
A
else.
again.
But if you try to reduce it to HE grenades, you'd be a fool. It was every aspect of the game that Astralis were the best at.
Big
They had
entry.
the best punish game, the best
Chopper.
utility, the best comms, the best players.
Great
at the same
timing
time.
for Spirit.
That's where Vitality are at right now.
Donk
Kill on
gets the
Apex.
double.
There
What
he
the
is.
fuck?
Donk getting a highlight going on the entries. Suddenly that A site looks
5v2
prime for the
should be
taking.
done.
So a double kill from Donk, something that I think every team has to account for at some point.
Wow.
But the lineup!
It's not done.
Mezzi peeks off jungle. Perfectly timed, perfectly executed, and we are just thrust right back into the even 2v2. You've got 25 seconds to find bomb.
They've got to account for Rops, too.
Paddy's
They don't know
gonna be
where
so
he's got
fucking
off
mad.
to. They need to
Hey,
go and plant
5v2.
soon. Shiro's got to pick what to watch.
Hey,
And the shots miss.
5v2,
No
Mezzi
way he
quadra
does
kill.
this all.
Onto the
He
ace.
put that bomb into the dirt. He
Rops is still on
delayed
cat.
all of it. Rops does not go
Shot
for
for
the
1v2,
challenge,
the
but
guy with
Chopper
0
also
kills,
doesn't
0
go
and
for the
7.
plant.
What the
City
fuck?
Fox.
5v2.
Mezzi.
Mezzi.
4 kills off jungle, and the
I can't believe
rotate
it.
to ticket is perfection.
Wow, I mean, it's the
No.
perfect chance for him to take a risk. It's a Hail Mary
Mezzi.
play from Mezzi
I
at a
need to
moment
see
where
Spiritus'
the
reaction.
round is pretty much a done deal. And after he takes out Donk, look at that. He just goes right for the swing.
Yikes, show me Haley.
Oh, an unbelievable save for Mezzi.
I think he's in disbelief.
It's raining cats and dogs here on Spirit.
5v2.
And that's in response to the donk
Oh my
factor.
God.
Just tried to highlight it, you
I
know?
can't
Oh,
believe
you've
it,
got to
Fred.
get ready for this because you
How
have to
crazy
stomach
is
these
Rosa?
round
Every
losses is
single
the
player
point
has
I'm
pop-off
trying to get
potential.
to. Little did I know, Mr. Merryman had other ideas.
Comes the
Fast
attack.
pounce. Yeah, they'll try to jump it with the flash. Cat
Oh.
presence denied. Props head on a swivel, turns back. Multi-frags everywhere here as Mezzi gets back into the kill feed, hanging on
Flawless
to a
as it should
thread.
be.
10 health towards bench. Magic's alone, now hands on an AK, but surrounded. He'll try to fight his way out of this tooth and nail.
That was
It's a
another
triple
giveaway if he
catwalk
wins this.
lineup and a little presence on market. But that presence
You thought
is a
you were
present
ridiculous.
for vitality. You don't get to see something you can't
Chopper,
prove to yourself.
0-9.
Best of 5 grand finals that you can best. So would they get you on an off day? Studio environment, no crowd. Have you been lulled into this, you know, false sense of confidence off all the wins? Or are you going to
What
step
is
up to
that?
the plate with the same level of play that has got you here? So far, that is all Vitality show us. Again, Saiwoo's gonna find a
Wow.
nade kill. An answer bounces back from Spirit thanks to Magix
3-on-3.
and Shiro.
Big
Great
nade
grenade
fight for you.
damage, but he's still alive.
He's tanking it.
And if he's alive, he's a threat. But a missed shot reopens the possibility of taking over the A site. We're gonna get a pretty fast flank here from Mezzi.
Such
Quickest
1
flank
minute
ever.
13. Mezzi's already at their doorstep. They haven't planted.
Nobody is checking for the
There's,
flank.
like, no chance that they're watching this. This
No
early,
way.
right?
No
And they
way.
will barely get the plant off. But now, they're still going to die.
Back turn to him. Magic's 5 HP.
I'm not sure if
It
he
is
shot, but who
so
cares? He's got
good.
5 health.
From Vitality.
Could maybe try to delay the mid play. Eventually, they're going to get corralled up towards this tight top
Guys,
of connector. You'd
has
think
Team
efficient
Spirit
trade
ever been
possibility.
made
Rob's high
look
health.
like
Zywoo's
fools like
gonna
this?
Swing it. Now they know exactly where he's at, but a smoke grenade lands
I
in front
don't
of him.
think
He
so.
can test that. He's so low, and luckily
This
for
is
him, takes no
ridiculous.
further damage just yet. Bomb planted on his side. Lineup would have been perfect. One more
Actually,
chance.
that one grand,
Can't connect it.
that one
Mezzi
grand final,
sticks
yeah,
it,
but
and Vitality.
For about 4 rounds on map 1.
bear in mind,
on
this
day
is
1.
this is their map pick. This is the best you got.
That's easy to keep the energy up if you
Full
enter games
AKs.
faster.
Bad
Donk
flash.
finds the entry swap
He
from
tried to
Mitzi.
underhand it, but it gets
Not
caught
a
on the
crazy shot
archway,
by
so
Donk.
gift given over here to Donk 5v4.
Not the first 5v4 for Spirit.
You know, it's crazy, but that's the biggest mistake we've seen Vitality make
They're just
11
gonna
rounds
gloss
into a
over
half.
That Apex jumping out a window play.
What are you talking about?
But even then, they couldn't win. 9-1. Yes, it is scary for Spirit. You know, they know this round's not over. They basically got
Chat, look
it a
at
5v2
Robin
with Mezzi getting
KD
4
and
kills?
don't smile.
At least the 5v3, because Donk got the double up
12
connector.
and 1
But no, I
against
think you're
Team
right.
Spirit.
I don't want to give them too much credit, but that round did feel, for a moment, unlosable. Got to be cautious of the ramp timing here. Flamesy ends
Make
up
it
getting
13.
clipped by the Palace player. Rops finds one on mid.
Even Zywoo does it. Oh my god.
Come on!
It's a rifle round.
He's gonna burn to a crisp thanks to
2v2.
Shiro. And Donk keeps his head down.
What is that?
Okay, it'll get recovered.
1v1
but in the
Donk versus
process,
Apex. Oh no.
gets the better of
I
his
can only see it.
teammate.
Apex kills him and then he fucking
Utility
shouts.
to keep Donk out of this.
He knows he's going to swing.
Oh no!
Apex, baby!
It's Apex!
And he gets to put himself on for this. Sometimes he's yelling on behalf of his teammate, but right there, raw duel.
Oh my god.
And
versus Donk.
And then the camera guy puts it in your face to see the reaction.
Nameplates off. Who's hiding top mid waiting for rotators? Who's losing aim duels to Apex through Con? And a deagle shot from ZywOo that's just pure class. Apex. Wow.
And you know that he didn't go for the molly play.
And then the camera guy goes like this.
Because he knew Donk wasn't going to hide and then timing peek it.
Oh
he would have versus
God.
almost anybody else been able to get that molly out, cross, and play a longer round. But he's got that confidence right now. Okay.
Joe, he's 0 on 12.
They can do no wrong.
Chopper is 0 and 12 after that death. That will be the end of his half.
Having fun? I'd assume not.
This guy's a demon.
And that's the kill that makes you 0 and 12.
Yeah, I want to say I haven't even noticed any misses or anything. I just looked down and see. I was like, oh, he's 0 and 8. Okay, 0 and 9. And here we are.
Rob's on the prowl.
Giggs gets some zingers, but
seen in these last couple rounds, you know, Vitality feeling the confidence of establishing a score like this and the nature that they have.
guys,
it feels like
is
anybody
this
can
one of
bail
those
you out of
games?
a bad spot. Yeah,
First map completely one-sided, then Spermax comeback on second.
He actually
Copium.
could save this round. They're coming to him while he's off.
I can
think
see
he
it,
just
Copium.
spotted a shoulder as well.
There's more where that one came from. Donk leads the charge. Magic's right behind him. Plus, you've got that Apartments player coming.
Yeah.
But Mezzy, a
Doesn't
set of
even need
helping
time.
hands that remain capable.
Yeah.
Okay, reads it like a book with the repeat.
Yeah.
Fully expects
Get
the
the
next
quadra
one.
kill.
Dominance is all I can say.
Show. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Chopper
What a level they can pull at any moment.
is looking for his first kill of the map.
Imagine Chopper 0 kill game.
And he's got first one's the hardest.
Forward, baby.
They're gonna go
$1 million
for the plant.
giveaway if
Shiro's
Chopper 0
already
kill
close
game.
on ticket. Good damage on Flamesy as well. We'll see if that
Mr.
queues up
Smoke
a
TV,
Shiro
thank you for the 10
kill.
gifted subs, bro.
3 players on this ticket retake.
Thank you, Bar.
Oh, they've let it go.
07's in the
but
chat.
they then
And
still
also
find
7's
him.
for Team Spirit.
Apex
Donk still alive, though.
sets that up. Shiro a little labor.
Donk
Deep
versus
peek from
ZywOo.
ZywOo is man advantage
Donk
here
versus
for
ZywOo.
Vitality. A second pistol win puts them comfortably
Hot graffiti.
12-1 and a force buy. All that separates Spirit from embarrassment. Donk clean as need be. 2 headshots.
Time is low, though. Donk has a
We'll
kid.
see if Apex can come forth with another clutch. Smoke towards the
Don't let
bomb.
Apex clutch
Is of
this.
the essence. Knifes out, and Sontix gives good cover. Just enough.
ZywOo popping off and Donk. Look at that. What is that? Donk looks fried.
Donk's pretty much the
Donk
only guy
looks like
that
he
can
needs a
handle situation
re-result,
like
too.
that. 2 players in a perfect double swing. And
That's
potentially
me
getting
after a
both
4-hour
kills.
stream.
Bomb plant
Wow,
here.
Chopper only has 1 death
Seems
pop
like
champ. Who's gonna
far-fetched,
tell him?
But it's possible. Bodies all stacked up though. They
Okay,
keep it clean,
okay,
just
as
as
it should be,
clean as
as it should be.
Vitality converted their own pistol back on that first half, and we know where the momentum went from there.
Yeah, nothing to get excited about for anybody just yet. So another buy comes through.
Damn, Apex taking
Yeah,
his
crazy
notes
that
with
this is
pen and
Spirit's
paper.
pick.
Usually teams print it out.
It feels like every
I don't
time
even
we
know if
talk
I can
about
still
Vitality,
write.
We've got to talk about some
I
kind
haven't
of
written
record.
anything in so
Train
long.
would be an interesting end.
Just signing here and there, like when a package arrives.
Up
but
on the smoke is Donk, exposed and instantly dealt with. ZywOo doubles down with
never
the
forget
AK.
how to ride, right?
Great. I mean, as soon
I
as
should
they
be
were
fine.
going into the bottom of mid, they blew Donk open. I don't know if that was a... I don't know if he was going to phase that smoke, where that nade came from exactly, but they were watching it perfectly. Already an awkward spot. Apex down to half HP.
Oh no.
From that strong top mid presence to then a scatter towards A.
He's just
3v4.
prolonging his exit
If Vitality
through
can win a
underpass.
5v2 against us,
Magix has been very aware of this game.
a 3v4 is fucking easy.
More scary situations, putting himself in a good spot, but let's see if there's a timing swing here for Shiro or not.
Shiro?
Yeah, there was one.
Spirit have moved it forward just in time. Chopper looks to reel back into sight. Sandwich player holds
Okay.
his ground. Oh, but then the second layer from Palace catches him off. So Chopper's going to have to go incognito.
Chopper Soul A defender, speed
Special
up.
forces from back sight. Smoked off his magics. He's got no support here behind enemy lines as the other duo emerge from connector. And they're scouring this site. They're checking every corner. And eventually they're supposed to get to this one. But they let
Chopper!
their guard down. Chopper drops bomb, puts forces the clutch onto Messi.
Needs you 1v2.
Time.
Don't underestimate this Brit.
Still to figure this out. But Chopper pulls it off
Whoa.
as he had to.
Nice.
Chopper triple kill.
From the in-game leader that ended the
every single angle except for Ninja. Right there.
The GOAT. Yo, you need
The
to chill,
one
bro.
spot that was
He was
just a
0-13
catch-all
just a minute
position
ago.
that could be saved that smoke out there if you wanted to
Lamine
go wide
Yamal
on
of
balcony.
CS.
Right.
Yo.
But I think just
like they
faking.
could win
Santaras
until
is Harry Kane
an
of CS.
individual pop-off. Well, there's one for
Yeah?
Spirit.
I don't know what that means.
It's an unexpected delivery from Chopper,
Why are you laughing?
but it's done.
Is Harry
and
Kane
with
bad?
it comes a comfort zone. Lesser buy here for Vitality in the 16th round.
Donk.
Peek from Donk into Khan. 3 bodies in front of him, but again, Donk usually gets more
No
than the one.
trophies? Oh,
He's
no.
going to be tethering off of Zontix. Expect this
That's
all map
real bad.
long.
He's got out.
He's at least gotten some damage in. Got to be careful there, falling back into the Deagle. This is going to cause them to scramble to scatter back. Mezzi, huge
Metzi's his
headshot,
pistol game,
and he's
chat.
got
I
the
swear
read
he
on
fracks like
Zontix,
me on
who thinks
Deagles.
he's got an element of surprise. Clean kill though,
Sometimes.
crouching down beneath that Deagle. Apex a little late to this party.
Yeah, and some clean movement here for
Apex?
Zontix. Apex, no chance that he can figure this out
no
unless
way.
Zontix
Not
takes the
against
swing
Zontix.
for him.
Yeah, notices it now,
Yeah.
but can't find that headshot.
Yeah.
So 3 still stand. Zontix again wants that early
Double op setup,
vision
by the way, on
towards
Spirit.
middle, looking to tether with top connector. Him,
I don't know if I
Chopper,
want my
and
gigs on the
Donk,
op
kind
chat.
of the trident.
His rifle was
of
looking
holding
kind of
back
clean so
mid.
far.
Smoke grenade's going to cut off the support for Zontix. We'll see how aggressive he wants to remain.
I mean, this is Khan ending in an A split.
Nice Chopper.
Nice one.
Yeah, sees Apex around the corner, so doesn't get away with that one. Man advantage goes Spirit's way, but Zontix oversteps.
Phone.
Flamesy, hot on the heels of Apex, gets the return.
Now the question is, does this one still end A? They're in such a good
So I'm
spot
kinda
to go
fried
for
right
the
now.
split, but with that kill on B, they want to wait this out, try to get one more rotation back in the other
Ooh.
direction. Shiro still stands here with an
40
up.
seconds. It will be an A comet.
A retakes the real test if that bomb goes down and 2 snipers on the field, one of which still so far
timing game.
removed.
Chopper's coming out to
Commit.
watch this. Flamesy will spot him.
Ah, Flamesy, perfect
Oh,
lurk,
no.
just catching Chopper's timing. Utility
Shiro.
comes out. Donk is supporting Shiro from behind. This is a layered defense with smokes that cut off connectors.
20 seconds.
It's
Time is
full
running low.
focus
What is the
ahead.
number 1 team in the world?
Shiro's
Crooked.
not going to miss that first
Shiro.
one. A little jiggle out from Palace. Bates
2
his second
bullets.
shot. Zywoo's on
10
scene.
seconds.
Donk swings. Zywoo connects.
1v1.
Chopper drops, and we're going to go 1v1
Need to burst my
again.
gigs. My gigs far away.
It's a far removed
Free plant.
Magix.
Molotov
He's
will
able to
come too
swap
late.
over the M4, at least lays flames to the site, is quick on the approach. So quick
Oh,
that he
what a
catches him.
repick.
Mezzi bested in the open.
Oh my
Spirit's
God.
comeback keeps going.
Nice try for
Does. Very
Mitzi.
nice round out of Magix, and I was looking at this
Jesus.
individual situation. Shiro's so smart
Looking
to sit
sweaty.
on default. They're the ones
But
who
what
do the
a player.
right side sight smokes.
It is wild, though, that with that smoke, he didn't even consider the
free.
threat of somebody coming stairs.
Oh, missed timing here. You know, Apex is below as well.
Placing that smoke in mid. Man, advantage here, Spirit. They're within touching distance now. On fire and
Donk.
5 away.
Donk.
Zontix serves up a
Whoa.
distraction. Donk strikes within that moment. And with fire at his feet, he's got a chance to escape here. It's going to need to be
5v3.
another recovery of a round for Vitality if they're
This
to win
round
this
ain't done
one.
yet, boys.
With bottomed out bank accounts and
Still
very little
losable.
util. Smokes will not be a factor if it's execute. But it will be a part of the defense. Does
Chopper.
Zywoo respect it? His
Chopper
teammate able
activates.
to lurk up. It's a great
What?
distraction. Zywoo's able to
2
emerge
HP
off
Mitzi.
that moment. He doesn't get the
3v1.
better of the player towards
If
jungle.
Mitzi
but
gets the
Messi
plant, it
sure
would
as
be
hell
big. Would mean money.
And on
Is there any
2
nade?
health, he'll
Yes,
plant.
Magix says
No
nade.
issues.
Far away.
Oh, no one on Magix.
At least the plant.
But he's a late arrival to this party, and it's not even needed.
Make the worst out of the
Easy
best.
cleanup from the op.
Make the
It
best
is
out
a
of the worst.
7th round to Spirit.
Yeah, at
the
least they get
timing
that.
could surely catch Spirit off. We'll see if they do end up
Donk
getting
and
caught.
Zywoo facing each other.
No,
Zywoo
Donk,
wins.
he peeks into it, and Zywoo's position
Donk
now
didn't even
well
get to touch him.
Shiro ready to
Zywoo's still
recover,
full
but again,
HP.
the tethering's good.
Gets
Chopper
refragged.
finds his out towards
1v3
mid.
Magix.
Flamesy connects,
Insane.
and it all falls on Magix.
That op
They've
is not gonna
managed
do
to get
shit.
up towards past and beyond.
I will
Has to
never
save.
stop talking about how important of a skill being able
Oh
to shoulder
my
spot like
God.
that was. Magix is holding extremely tight in that moment. If he gets the kill, it's a totally different round.
I want to
Because
check
he
the
takes
head-to-head
shot,
after this.
He has to call a teammate
Zywoo
over to
head-to-head
come
with
watch
Donk.
me with him this weekend.
Coupled with a nice response out of the defense. You know, everybody
That's
brings one down with them.
Donk, it's okay.
They just didn't realize that Vitality already had the jugular.
You win some, you lose some.
Shoulder
You
peeks
do
from
that to
close.
99%
If
of
he's a
other
little bit
people.
farther back the window.
Final
it would've
Heli
been a real
timeout.
threat to Magic, so they had to respect it. And this will be the final
Final
timeout
time
now
that
for Spirit.
the GOAT can chime in.
I think they would have liked at least, 1 or 2 more rounds.
If you're new to Counter-Strike, I haven't said this in a while.
They don't have to.
If you look at the vlogs or the behind the scenes of Team Spirit, how they won the major, for example, Halley deeply connected with the squad. You have some coaches who are just motivational, say, let's go guys, we can do this. Halley, the guy who makes the game plan, that's usually the IGL's fucking role, together with the coach. Halley makes the game plan, makes sure that the team can focus on the fucking training and stuff, chimes them in the morning. And on timeouts like these, he sounds like a fucking war leader, bro. He has the fucking knowledge of the game. He has the motivational speech of the game. He's an all-rounder, but he's maxed in all of the fucking fields. Maxed out in motivation, maxed out in knowledge.
That was such
the absolute GOAT. Together with Blade, of course.
Different perspectives. That just really shows their versatility.
Speaking of which, Shiro on Cat instead of Zontix this round. An op reposition could catch them off, considering the only op towards B has been that passive magic. Wow. Sure enough, Zywoo.
Whoa!
Shiro puts himself in a better
place. I can't even think that fast.
Impact. Him and Donk.
I get the first kill and I say, guys, one dead middle. And
MP9s be damned.
And he already killed another guy.
They're on the field. Find the impact they have to. Now Rops trying to throw out the Hail Mary. That's a ton of damage
Donk
done
running
here.
low
Donk
on
just
HP.
Stepping through the flames, but he manages to hold on. And now Apex shut out of top middle. 4 players standing for Spirit. Rinse and repeat goes right back to it.
That's a message.
Sit down. Apex does a bunch of damage, still falls first.
Wow.
What are these teams, chat?
A beast shot at a Shiro.
It's so beautiful to watch.
Once someone got there to Delpan, you think, that's it.
Like,
he doesn't have angle dominance. He's just going to get peppered down, and he did. 15 health left in a must-hit scenario.
Towards middle.
Zontix on the hunt again. We've seen this boost get caught off
last time
by
the kill was free here.
And for now, Rops is just going to lock into the corner. Single smoke here for Vitality. Still, the one on connector is there, but it's limited. Oh, they read it.
What an
Still
assassin.
2 pistols out there on the field, but the double AK between Zywoo and Rops, this new duo of Vitality in 2025 that has turned heads and unlocked potential.
Gets one and he's out. 43. Keep in mind, if Spirit loses, it's done on this map.
He does best. Finds the perfect timing off of Zywoo's kill.
Bomb position towards B.
2v2. Zywoo responds.
Chopper and Magix. The 2 bottom fraggers.
Between the 2 glowing pieces of this Vitality core.
Put the cat in the back.
Tasked with a clutch over
you can't save this time, boy.
Stars with no more nades in hand.
Noisy.
Real for a moment. He's got to somehow get them off this crossfire, and they know damn well where he is. Magic steps forth into his death, and that is the winning formula. That is
almost comeback done.
And a Mirage in their back pocket.
7 rounds won in a row.
On the road into the history books for Vitality, Mirage.
Here's that presence outer. Waterfall smoke for main. Okay, tapped out of the round. Down goes Donk. Shiro gonna follow suit. That deadly Zywoo P250. A thing of class. As Rops has already got out ramp. Dude, okay.
He pulls off that lurk all the time.
Just played with. Right? You get Donk to fall away from the door. He understands that it's going to be an outer hit, 1 tap. Support from heaven, 1 tapped. Rops slides through in absolute perfection. And it is a flawless pistol yet again.
Scheiße. What did I miss on the pistol? What did I miss?
In the run back to Turnpike.
Zywoo triple kill, of course.
Vitality just
Dude, this guy. How is he so good, chat?
Thought that they want to go back outside, or they just want to check it and come back inside.
Flawless on the pistol? Suck my nuts. That's really fucking bad. We just reset. Halley just gave us motivational speech. We hyped each other up just to get fucked in the ass again. No kills on the pistol. Guys. Cottage cheese with honey.
Aiming to throw
cottage cheese with honey.
Smokes to block vision, not expecting a secret start, and then maybe taking it back to ramp.
Quick read, quick dinner.
Looks like a good read.
Lock in. I need Spirit to win, ya boys. I need that 3rd map. Now.
Not very equipped to disrupt it. That Shiro frag grenade still held on to downstairs, so by putting a couple pieces
spot,
lower,
even though we got no kills.
Some resistance.
Chat, that's so disrespectful.
Now, 1 half of this lower hit gets cut off. Desert Eagle damage
gotta
also
get the
pretty
headshot.
key.
1 HP.
Saw those players downstairs, 3 now have to get back up through ramp. Magic's outside. A site's open.
Yeah, can do nothing about holding back site. Could have challenged from main, but they would have just been behind the site silos. So really nothing they can do to stop the plant with that early rotate. They made their bed. And now Magic's put to it. Rops right there with another. We definitely hit a point back on the first half of Mirage where some of the confidence was boiling over. The style points were looking to be earned by Vitality because they really could do no wrong.
I'm so happy that my mom told me about cottage cheese. It's such a W fucking quick snipe. No preparation, just honey and cottage cheese, bang,
when
done.
They fully commit down ramp, he's the one to actually scout and understands I can get a kill or die.
I remember being in the kitchen cooking up a porridge and stuff. This is instant.
Site. So
and it's so nice and refreshing.
Gets the kills and they go plant, but they had options to do both.
Some protein too. Man, Alter.
One. Okay, here's a
I really recommend guys, try it out.
Round. Oh, Magic's, no way. Whoa, him and Chopper. 3 kills from the 5-7s, then Donk's AK comes out, sit down on it. Chopper, half health left over, just mows them down with a sidearm.
He's making up for last map.
5-7, baby. Okay, nice hold. Vitality after that.
From
last
actual
round
0
and the
to
one
hero.
before that, with all the perfect moves, they decide to throw a haymaker to the upstairs site.
Pill to swallow here. Vitality limited, and Shiro with an op in hand gets the better of Zywoo.
Nice clean shot. Some util on him too.
Fuck, my glasses are dirty.
This first half does not look like it'll be nearly as lopsided.
Got it.
It was the Vitality versus Wildcard game. You called exactly how many rounds they would get over the course of 2 maps. 9 rounds, you said, and it was 9 rounds on the dot.
Donk.
I won't ask you to spoil this game, though.
I'll keep it to myself.
Chad Stronny is crazy with predictions.
Apex suddenly.
Yesterday he called all the games correct too.
Missed op shot. Flamesy Tech9 trying to go right back at it. Vitality can flood lower. There's nothing down there to stop them.
They lost full control.
Oh my.
Wow, that 1 kill, man. Chopper going down. He had him dead to rights on secret.
And Apex picking up the 1 gun that was out there on the field. Does Spirit want to try to take a chance at this?
9 we don't.
Well, no one's even coming to help Rops. They could come clear this out, but you see Donk
Hot
just knowing that
Avalon.
they're going to sit back and let this round be won from Vitality. It is that kill from
borrowed?
Apex getting it into secret, and I don't want to go past that point because Apex was being waited for. Chopper had a great fight for him as he was coming in. And Vitality are the ones who don't have much utility. They were just going to be like, let's follow some frags. And they went out ramp through a good flash as well. But there was nothing complex about this round from Vitality. Wow. Just 1 key frag.
The inspiration and aspiration of everybody else in this community. Well-timed flank here from Zontic. Sees the barrel of Mezzi.
Bro, it's got to see the honey and eggs like he's in a Michelin restaurant. This is better.
Oh, the shot's missed. It's a tough one, but that was a big chance.
Donk gets flashed. He tries to go back towards that outer support, and in that moment, Apex gets the drop on him, is able to get into the cover of Garage.
Oh, they keep getting away with this.
Magic's will continue to hunt, but all the while,
keep getting away with this.
That A-site's going to be primed for the taking. Zontix tries to climb back up the ladder to stop it, but it's already compromised. Utility can maybe slow it down, but Mezzi's going to keep this one clean. He gets his frag, manages to stand on 11 points of health, and Magic's just dropping that utility belt to try to keep them off of the front of the site. Mezzi already out there with bomb, and you've got Rops just lurking down beneath you. They're a little limited, and that third piece is Chopper, who will soon arrive in a similar avenue.
9. Also Heaven.
Micro is so buttoned up. I cannot believe they're finding space in these moments. 3 players retaking from
1 flashbang on each side of the team.
Guns up. It's a quick wave, and it's 2 kills, but it's
Zywoo 1v3, 2 left.
So he shaves 1 off, dives back into the hut for a second.
Whoa, nice try, I thought.
And he will be denied by Chopper. They pick up
Chad, I really wonder if you put these 2 teams into this same retake 100 times.
Heaven swing.
Speaking of button
who will end up
micro,
on top? I have no idea.
Nice. It can be.
Set it ablaze and follow through.
Oh, the molly's perfect.
Zontic just crispy. Magic's leans back sight.
Hello.
Can't manage it as Flames. He just keeps it rapid. That extra mobility as he swings it round, and Donk fails to open up the smoke, so he doesn't get any kind of an angle to stop Zywoo nor peel a player off site. looking like 5 rounds back and forth unless Spirit somehow up and man advantage in a post plant.
Guys.
And how do you even get Chopper out of that vent?
Wow, what the
Perfect
flash. Great
Donk
team
has
plays.
been
I won the flash patrol.
as this half has gone on, eating utility and getting bested.
I mean, they're not just offhanding flashes. That's perfect. There's no way for Donk to avoid it. They have the setup for that. There's pressure no matter what, even when it's your time to try to play, man. This is
I don't know if it's the matchup or if I slept
CS
too much. Like, I'm too hyper right now.
Fur.
I'm like full ADHD right now. This game is crazy.
Everything covered.
Bro, I don't want this to end, man. I need that train, bro. I really, really do. Spirit blaming each other, meanwhile Vitality, a well-oiled machine.
An uncontrollable,
so well-oiled.
We get all the economy on the line here for Spirit. Auto-shotting in hand for Magix.
Donk said it himself.
On top
vibes are the most important.
When the money gets low for Spirit.
They've been it mostly off the server.
And Apex has been present outside, if not on his own.
For sure in moments like this as well.
And around like this, he's got
for the 10 gifted, bro.
The amount of pressure he's kept on those secret stairs. Well, there is an op down there this round.
That'll go towards the cottage cheese fund.
And just in time, puts himself ahead.
Fill up the pantry.
Like a rapid pace from Apex.
Reza.
Apex is not alone.
Reza with the fucking tennis as well.
While Shiro leaves.
Thank you, brother.
A loud drop from Zaiwu. That's going to give it up.
Yeah, they thought Shiro was sitting here.
Thanks for all the Ziftas, guys. Much love.
Oh, he's found the alert opportunity. Yeah. And Rob's make a bit of noise, but this is an unnerving moment for Shiro because he doesn't have a teammate to join up with right now.
Thank you, Reza.
Peeking, not yet into the angle. Rops not only gets out into ramp room, but then readjusts and takes a little longer. Now Chopper's suddenly going to find himself on full display.
Bomb will be spotted here.
Close right.
Gets the headshot.
The dink, but they survive. You've got Zaiwu low. There's Rops. An arrival on the B site. Shiro is desperate now. We'll see if the other CT can pick up that Rops kill. No,
being of whiteout, 20 gifted, 2v3.
Messi, it is still man advantage for a Vitality post plant yet again.
Yeah, this one they got fully outclassed.
How do you retake this? You don't.
Shiro felt like
being of whiteout,
who had the correct idea about how to play that situation. I mean, Chopper was in a fine spot over in Vents, but you know, this is a very bifurcated defense. They were just
hope everyone is enjoying their weekend, bro. Hearts and shit for being of whiteout, G.
Magix. Is this possible? Okay.
You take it.
Auto shotgun comes in. Protected by Flames.
Standing out there in the open like a sitting duck.
Like a Fata Morgana.
Just a big bait.
Sontics with a kit. Would have loved for Magix to have picked that one up. Cost effective, surely, but Vitality to 5 nonetheless. And this spree of rounds back and forth comes to a close. 5-2.
They're pushing and pulling the defense at every single opportunity that they get.
USP ramp rush.
LOL. No bullets.
Max 10 runs dry. Okay.
All right.
Glock burst from Flamesy. Luckily for him.
Okay. Shot of the night, baby.
Completely sits him down.
Besides his last op shot on Chopper.
That was Zaiwu wall banging Donk.
Donk's a little animal, but if he can't see you, he can't kill you.
Tilter, bro.
My money's on the op.
Let's see. We don't have a mini player, right? So
L movement.
This can be a question of if Shiro gets blind when they use him to drop, but like he can't see anything from here. Yeah, if he's playing from Elige, you know, he's really good at catching lurks, but not so useful versus an upper pop with full nades.
Molly right there for the player that just came up from vent.
It's just Chopper playing anti-flash.
Zoned on the perfect timing. Chopper just came up vents.
Wow. Oh, they're going ramp.
Burned into main. Donk holds the line. There's their hero.
Left on Donk.
Zaiwu delayed on the repeat. He's got Apex with him. They're reconsidering options here. They've lost track of Flamesy. Over towards Quaj. It's him versus the
man.
Sontics and Donk on ramp 4-4.
It's too easy.
And Shiro
off a Halley timeout, by the way.
Gets around him in the end. Whew. Felt like Vitality had that bigger picture, but then they stepped forward.
Put some respect on his first name and last name.
Try to dress up this play a new way. It really felt like they could have pulled off the upper hit if they wanted to.
He's going to get active inside a lobby. This is being held by Mezzi right now.
This is wild because they're still holding this default.
Oh god, Meets is crazy on AK.
Intermittently.
Yeah, guys.
And he has.
It was over before you even saw it.
Upstairs. They know vaguely Apex crossed.
Too crazy.
They don't know if
still
he
100
stayed
HP,
down
by the
here.
way.
We don't have anyone from Spirit moving just yet. I like that Spirit are going to reinforce the ramp, but Does this just come back to upper and Apex coming up the vent is the question.
Right, Flamesy's ready to rock through main. Looks like you are
Dunk
dead on.
tested.
Vitality gonna try to change direction here last second.
Oh, Dunk completely owned.
Is clean. A double
Gotta
kill,
believe in his teammates there.
So he's gotta dodge away, and his teammates come out to help.
2v1.
Mezzi to the clutch. Also,
nice try, Mitzi.
A couple of spent rifles in the middle of all that carnage, but Mezzi not able to, because Magis does a great job of still drawing all the attention.
Yeah,
so
fantastic
crazy,
rifling out of Magix, and even back on Mirage, even though the kills didn't reflect it, I feel like he was one of the most aware
Such
players
a good
of the
guy
map
too. You
for
can't fight
Spirit
with this
in
guy.
terms
You
of
can't.
critical moments where he got kills. This is like, 2021 Na'Vi was the mantra was for electronic.
Chat, can you believe it?
Secret
GTA
available,
6
we
in
go
2
there
weeks?
first.
No.
Before we do anything else. It costs you very little if it's not going to be tested properly. And Chopper, clean find, man. Very close to dying there.
No, just
Fast reaction.
Yes, it
Instant
was.
kill on Donk, though. And so Donk's had his hands full outside. Pressure's been immense. Shiro scours the battlefield. Will find nothing out there with the smoke. It's again a redirection into A. Chopper can't maintain for more than 2, but Shiro's up already on the angle with a player down beneath him.
Are they going to reroute, though?
Yes, they've got a player wrapping heaven. Apex jumps up. Now you've got Shiro's attention, surely. Zontix can catch that, though, right?
Whoa.
Secret control ends up being key. And
1v3
down
Mitzi.
through the wall, but a missed shot on the bomb carrier. Mezzi
has
just
the bomb.
scrambling. If you can plant, that's one thing. Maybe a bit of
smelling
money
a
for the
clutch.
next one.
I'm smelling a clutch
He
from the
reads
bread.
that Zontix would be the first to come at him.
Wow.
Back in hand, he's done
Did get the
for,
plant,
but it's
though.
cash in the back pockets as Spirit grab another.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. They're moving so fast.
We have
Perfect route
AKs.
from Apex. He's
Big
ahead of
nade.
the smoke. He just got around that
God,
corner,
ow.
unspotted, unnoticed. And so quickly, a follow-through, not one, but 4
Zontix
members of Vitality
needs
hit
something.
that B-site. Flames is able to
3v5.
cut off the first
Whoa.
rotate. Zontix gets
That's
his.
quick.
You've got a plant down on the Astralis corner, so a nade with Mezzi's name on it, but it's
Not a
just
bad
jet
nade.
damage,
One-shot
that's
headshot range,
all.
2v5.
Magix tries to find a route as well. And it goes 4 versus 2 here with a late activation out of Rops. Spirit have done a great job of trying to hang on to this half, but now it's all Zontix for an ace, and he is surrounded, so 3 kills looks great, but it's Vitality remaining in control.
7-5. How are we feeling? How are we doing? Okay, lock in. Spirit needs the pistol.
And Donk, I don't think he gets scared, though. I think he gets mad.
How long is Zolo?
He'll be the tip of the spear on this attack.
Head tucked here by Zywoo. A lot of bodies here for the
Donk.
defense. One
Guys,
tap
how
out of
clean
the
is Zywoo?
Berettas. Tries to let him
How
rip.
clean is
Gets
Zywoo?
himself a second. Another
Oh my
hug
God.
player. No, he
Nice.
gets caught.
Zywoo
Chopper
down. Now we
trying
can
to
win the
recover
round.
this
2v3.
low health on 2 of the 3
Our goat
Vitality
is still
players.
alive.
And Donk
Wow.
very quick to
Holy
reposition. He gets Apex to swing
Come on,
into
Donk,
him.
Donk, Donk.
Not gonna let him get the better
Low
of it
HP
all
Mitzi
map
on top.
long. Heaven players
Mitzi usually
already
always
in the
gets
open.
minimum 1 on the
Donk's
pistol. He
unable
didn't
to
get one
catch
yet.
that
I'm
one,
scared.
though. So you've got a fully
Donk goes
health
down now.
Rops waiting for that timing. He strikes,
Donk!
but he doesn't get Donk pushed over the line. It's
Huh?
4 health bars across the board, and now Chopper needed in a big moment here where Vitality's momentum could crush. Like a steamroller here on Nuke, they try to push it forward, and they will effectively out from main, pinch that site
Donk
for 8.
straight up trolled.
That's the first time you could kind of see the nervousness a little bit between both sides. Even Rops missing as much as Donk, 2 of the players that simply don't. Not on peaks like
Compare
that.
Donk's pistol round
And
here
that'll
to
be
Zywoo's.
Vitality taking 8 at a very critical juncture here.
Zywoo's locked.
We've got a gap on that cross.
Headbutts these days are insane. That went so far.
Yeah, facts.
Still able
football.
to test this, though. Zontix is going to come out through main in a second. Mezzi's just holding the open floor. He gets support at least. But
2v2!
Eagle with 2 kills to it. Looking for that third one.
Donk and
Zywoo
Zontix onto the ace together.
Hang on.
Zywoo!
Zywoo arrives in time. Finds 3 kills in the middle of all that chaos, but you got to give it to Spirit. They had Vitality on their toes.
Dude, I mean, yeah, I've seen Donk in these
If
mid-round
Zywoo wasn't on
moments,
Vitality right now,
he's
we would
hitting
clap
the
them.
gas, but like he's not that little extra
probably not
bit,
clap,
that
but
third kill.
It would be a lot easier.
That would have been so critical. And another round, they could almost win. I mean, it's like the Melbourne final.
Dude, I
in
low-key
the
want
sense that,
Zywoo and
you
Big
know,
Clan.
Falcons blew that enormous lead, but why? Because someone from Vitality popped off each and every single round of the
Not even a
comeback.
blood, no nothing. Bro kept it inside. I don't like when
almost
you
feels
keep your
unfair
emotions
to just
inside.
say
Let
they
it out,
choked,
bro.
You know, because of how good Vitality can consistently play.
Okay.
But okay.
There it
the
is.
X Factor keeps spilling over.
On
It's Donk
Zywoo.
after all.
There's no world where he goes down without a fight. Put an AK in his hands, he'll find your head. But Rops may find the better of the timing.
Robin,
We got a
cool.
lot of 5v4s from Spirit in this match.
Off the nade as well, you just got Donk to kind of tuck into the little bit of smoke there.
Robin
They
has
just
such
give
a weird
Rops
playstyle,
pocket.
no? Like, he moves so different.
He's gonna
I don't know.
test this.
Oh, man.
Cheeky reposition here from Robin. Okay, almost 2. but at least you have, again, put Donk down with only one. Zontic slips towards Vent, but Flamesy on high alert of this. They know damn well he's hiding in that corner, so they snuff him out. And then a quick reposition here from Flamesy to get ahead of a low-health Shiro.
It's another kill. He gets a kill and a
Shiro
reposition.
AK. He's the AWPer. Can he AK?
And material
Can
positioning.
he AK?
Is he worried? Absolutely. Presence of mind here from Flamesy to get man advantage. Tested, but not bested. As these gun rounds could be few. Chopper is down beneath Mezzy. What is their avenue of attack? Looks like a potential ramp join up.
30 seconds.
Apex committed on the floor, man. In a late round situation, this spot is deadly. Even though it's out in the open, they can't scale on both sides of the catwalk. They will have to eventually dive down and plant. We'll see if he decides to peek early, but how are they going to clear this out unless they molly it?
Flamesy already here to support it, so they seem very well aware.
Both positions known. Chopper gets one, 1v2.
Right on the money.
4 seconds. Goes for kills. Nobody inside.
Mezzy just will not give it to him. Nowhere to be found here for Chopper. Time expires.
And Mezzy comes hunting. Chopper gets into the smoke, though, and gets away. Oh, no, he got him.
No,
got him after time.
No money.
Bad goes
That's
to
so
worse.
bad.
Salt in the wound.
Oh.
Feels like the final nails are being put in.
Long range spray down here for Donk. He's looking for any fight he can get. He's testing smokes. He's testing timings. And his teammates will do the same thing over towards ramp. But Rock's critical position cleared out by Zontix at least as Apex is burned away from supporting. And that one AK is still out there on the field.
Yeah, we've got Flamesy now. He's actually surrounded, doesn't know it. He's going to hear this glass get popped open. He's in a safe spot, though, with Decon behind him.
Doesn't really have to worry about sight just yet. He can maintain the secret control so that the numbers on the bomb site aren't bolstered. Not yet.
Wow.
Donk does get his chance. Strikes down Zywoo. That could be huge here.
Where's the bomb on
Chopper's
B?
just playing with Flamesy, and you can see how worried about it he is. Feels like instead, Vitality will have to emphasize this ramp approach. But Mezzy's here. 2 sets of hands over towards Secret. Apex up close.
Nice.
Tech 9 out of the round. And a moment here for Spirit that could still go south. You've got a double peek from the double doors, but a gun back in the hands of the ramp man. Zontic tries to challenge, and now you suddenly see Vitality want out. Chopper's been able to find his.
Wow,
and so well done by Donk and Chopper to keep that attention drawn. Well done by Spirit to keep this game going.
Absolutely, it was a team effort right there. What a steal. And Mezzy ends up dying.
Is that 1 or 2 AKs?
Nowhere to hide with that low HP. Not with how lethal the bomb is these days. Zontix will save this M4 forward at the very least. This is also a round that they win with a tempo because they were saving. Just came through with a half buy.
Range is so high.
Oh, it's actually nuts how much Vitality needed that to keep their economy up.
Magix.
Missed chance for Zywoo, but he's still never mind. Exposed to Shiro. Trying to crawl into the cover, not allowed. And a fast swarm of Spirit players
we
into
often
Garage.
see one crazy 5-7 play every game. What is this? This ain't the one-way, pal.
Oh, he got that.
The fact Apex finds one as 4 float around him.
Interesting position.
But it still feels like this one comes up Spirit. Chopper bringing that bomb to join forces. We hit 50 seconds. As long as they don't play with a dangerous element of that clock.
I mean, they're on the perimeter of the map entirely, right? At the moment. They're all in safe positions, but the time is going to bleed down if they keep these spots. And I think there's an aura about Vitality right now. Low numbers hasn't been a problem. They've always been the right spot.
30 seconds.
But Spirit are moving in right now. It's a good time.
Flamesy on side, guys. I'm telling you. I feel like once every game we have a crazy 5-7 clip.
Flamesy gets caught off guard, and they should be safe. Nice call with conviction here from Spirit. Again, that's a moment where I would fully expect them to take a little too much time because they're scared. They don't see enough people, but the leadership is there.
Clean. This is how they want to keep it.
Oh.
Vitality maintain a lead, but they are within range. Spirit keeping an eye on them as they convert this with 4 standing.
I think Spirit for the first time can actually take a breath after this round.
Chopper's top fragging, by the way, chat. From 0-12 on Mirage at the start to 14-13 top fragging.
Of course.
That is.
Oh my God! What?
They nerfed that, Rops. You're not supposed to be able to do that. Wow, man, they're all in lobby. This is what you want, actually, if you're coming in from the CT side.
You just
Dunk.
Kill for a
Time
little
to
more
farm.
money, maybe.
Bang!
One more.
Hey, Molotov!
There we go. It's a bloodbath on the A site.
Guys,
Zywu
is owning Dunk in this series.
Even hits the follow-up dink
Let's
on
be real
Magix,
here.
but it
Head
is
to head.
Apex from a vent that is
One-sided.
yet to be busted open.
I haven't checked
He
the numbers,
announces
but I know
himself
it's
to
one-sided.
everybody and okay. No way.
Oh my God! So close.
That's 15 grand down by the USP from Apex.
Imagine.
A round they had one flash coming into.
I fail to believe it.
I can't believe that either.
What is this?
I mean, it was crazy because there was still no way he was going to be able to win this round, but how did he ever get more than one?
Imagine one more headshot.
That,
The lack of head armor on Zontix maybe sets that up because
That dude.
there was no assist there.
and the economy damage is the most important part about that.
Whoa, that gives you the heebie-jeebies if you're Spirit.
The what now?
Spirit's the only one, or Shiro's the only one who has a little extra. Oh man, Mezzi moved up quickly.
Confident
Mitzi.
and ahead of the timing.
He's too good.
Oh, crap.
Cashes him off on his own.
And he's
Double kill
out.
from Mezzi, just instantly reels
Still
back to that
73
bomb
XP,
site,
by the way.
sets them up wonderfully in round 19.
Bro.
Round 19 for 11 rounds here.
Oh
Staring down the
God.
barrel of a 2-0.
Chat, did this guy go from Fanatics straight
We've
to
seen Spirit
Vitality?
come back in a lot of
W Vitality for seeing the
disadvantaged
vision.
situations. Haven't seen too many of those
For
from
taking him out of
Spirit,
the burning house
mostly
of
from
Fnatic.
Vitality. And Mezzi
What
wants
a
even
guy.
more.
They're gonna test him. Third one just as easy. This man has taken 25 damage in the process. Kills the majority of Spirit on his own. There was nobody to help him, no util to set it up. Just Mezzi in the pocket.
Just great shooting.
Just. Hey, just the triple kill against full by Spirit.
And that has Spirit
Round done.
instantly licking their wounds and walking away. Wall of smoke for Dunk to play behind. But there's got to be a certain level of timidness as defeat is around every corner and Magic's tagged down to half. The bones are rattling here as the nervousness sinks in. You've got 15 seconds to get on that
That's
site.
Bomba.
So
Vitality
Magix
knows
just
now.
starts to sprint it in, but you've got
Spotted
time
early.
to hold you back. Magic's is
Zywu
the
down.
solution for now, but
Robs
cut
can
off by
defend 7
Robs. Again,
seconds, 6
Vitality
seconds,
been so
5
ready for
seconds,
that
4
hit.
seconds,
team.
3 seconds.
This team has them
It's
so
over.
scared they can't even make a choice now. Even with the open map, this one runs out of time.
Why
Hunt him
so
down.
late?
And this is how Vitality get 12.
3 stand after the
Don't
clock,
after time.
and
Oh.
all 3 move those guns forward. But there's
Bro.
one team that's playing for a win and another that's playing not to lose.
12 to
We haven't
8.
seen that now. Suddenly,
4 in a
for
row
the
needed
first
for
time,
OT.
appears not to have an answer. We haven't seen that up until this point.
For the silent cross. There it is. Contact made. Hand shown here by Spirit with multiple bodies at it. If you want to try to rinse and repeat and just do the last round faster, I understand.
Here we
You've
go.
got another opening, but what you don't have is the opening
One
frag
for one.
that comes with that. Zywu drops one. Donk's alive. Flamesy hesitates
Donk.
here on ladder.
Wow,
rightfully
so quick.
He plays with him as Apex slips into control.
Miss.
Shiro, it is
2
a missed
HP.
shot, and it is
Refresh.
pressure thrown
Not
forward
even a
by the
refresh, sorry.
captain, but an answer here
Oh.
for Spirit.
Okay.
They test
My
the waters
God.
on both ends, and they will find themselves one step closer towards overtime.
I'm so happy that
Just as you
Zywu didn't
said,
take
it
out
was
Dunk.
like last round, but a bit faster this time for Spirit. They grabbed
Round
9
may have
off
looked
of it.
different.
But that lobby setup looks primed to test him. He's got no grenades to do it, and yet again, for the 3rd consecutive round, we have Spirit sniffing out a route downstairs.
Oh, God.
Rops has
Dunk
unlocked
off angle. He has
this
used this
new
before.
world for Vitality. A team that chased wins back in 2024.
Dunk gets one.
Now banks
That's
on him
Zywu.
in this
3 on 3.
moment, and
Robin.
he will mow down
Whoa.
2.
2v2.
Chopper with the bomb has gotten through. Both captains
Chop on
still
Shiro versus
alive.
Apex and Mitzi.
And 2 players for Spirit
I
down
swear
to
that's
this
an
deep
equal
on
2v2.
site. Shiro out here on the prowl has missed timing versus Apex, who opts not to give away his hand,
And
but
Mez-
rather takes
Bomb
sweet
goes down for
time.
free.
And Mezzi's got a few moments before he
Apex
gets
does
over
not
the
wait
ramp.
for Mitzi.
Shiro
Wants to
doubles back,
find
Chopper
something
swings.
first.
Apex.
Oh, what? GG.
And so,
Like that?
here it is. Some wins are for trophies.
Like
Some
that.
wins are for glory. Today, Vitality's
Spirit goes
win
home.
is for history.
And boys and girls,
You are
BO5 Vitality vs Falcons rematch tomorrow.
Seen in more than
I am Melbourne.
decade.
Vitality vs Falcons went to the 5th map.
Match wins straight. No best of ones,
OTs.
no bullshit.
Tomorrow rematch.
For as long as music is played,
in another BO5.
25
a week later.
will be forever
yeah.
remembered.
Chat, that's just gotta be so hyped.